Okay, so welcome to the next video in this spinal wave series. Today we're going to go through kneeling spinal waves. Specifically, we're going to go through two key patterns, the foundational patterns that I've found useful. And there's lots of little nuances outside of this, but let's stay with the bread and butter. So the first one is simply an up and down kneeling wave, and I sometimes refer to it as the caterpillar wave. So to set up for this movement, all we need to do is just get on our hands and knees, and the distance doesn't matter. Explore. Some days you might be further out, some days you might be closer in. Don't give yourself such rigid parameters. Explore your body in a range of different situations. So set up the way you feel for the day, and your toes will be pointing down as opposed to flat like that. The reason being is we want to learn to feel the connection move from the feet all the way up to the hands, and we lose that bit of connection if we flatten out the feet like that. So in essence, first we just want to focus on just breathing into the spine and just feeling how the breath relaxes and opens the spine. So just breathe in, feel the breath travel from the lower spine all the way up to your shoulders if you can. And do this with as little muscular effort as you can. And then as you release the breath, sink it down from your chest all the way to your lower spine. At no point should you feel the vertebra pinching or anything like that. So just find your ability to move without creating more tension. So first, when you're getting used to it, spend some time and just get used to the breath. And you'll notice that the breath, that's the initiator of the whole move. The second thing that we want to start to focus on, once the breath starts to make sense, is creating two opposing forces. So you want to imagine that the head is gently being lengthened this way and the tail is gently being lengthened this way. The purpose of this is to start to open up the spinal vertebra, and just notice if I drop this like that, then I start to lose the connection between the whole spinal column. What we want to start to do is just lengthen it out so you can feel this line of fascia that runs all the way down. If we drop the tension off, then we lose feeling in certain areas. So next principle is create two opposing forces. Then once we've done that, we then start the waving action. So the easiest way to get it started is to exhale, let the spine sink down, and gently push through the arms and pull down through the legs. Notice how the hips sink and then push up through the toes, and feel that connection move up into the hips, into the spine as we inhale. And then exhale, release. Try not to keep the neck pinned down here. Just arch and open the spine up to a natural spacing that is suitable for you. And then inhale and just feel the vertebra opening up. Exhale. Doesn't matter too much if your arms bend or straighten, just explore both at this stage, but make sure that you're doing it consciously. As you inhale and come up, notice the shoulder blades protract and the body starts to hollow out. And then as you exhale, the shoulder blades start to sink and retract, but we're not squeezing them together intentionally. The body's just sinking down and repeating. So you perform this in a rhythmic way. Start off slow. Feel, get to know all the vertebrae. Notice where you're holding patterns of tension, and just start to open up and build sensitivity in those areas. In time, you'll build up this sensitivity and the spinal vertebra will be able to relax more consciously. we've started to explore the caterpillar wave or the up and down wave, we start to explore the circular wave. This is where we transfer the wave from the right to left or the left to right and then back. Now we bring into the third principle, which is what we're looking to do is connect the spine to the whole body. So as we do this, we shift the weight to the side, but we don't want to collapse in. We want to consciously get this pushing and pulling from the hips and the feet. So feel that connection. And then we pull over to the left side, the hips sink down, we breathe in. And then we push through the hands, so I'm moving from one side to the other. And what you'll start to feel is this whole line of fascia start to link together, and you'll feel it rubbing over the whole spine. It's a really awesome feeling once you start to get attuned to it. And then as we pass around to the other side, we pull down, release, exhale, and then we continue the circle the same way. Notice how we're passing from left to right, connecting the whole body. This is very useful if you do have asymmetries that run down the left and right hemispheres of the body. You can start to spend a bit more time on one side. So if you have got more tension, let's say on the left side, then you'll do another round or probably double the amount of circles in that direction. Feel and listen to your body. So recapping through all of that. So create those two opposing forces, head and tail, and then we start to sink as we exhale. Inhale. Feel the whole body connect, and then explore side to side. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Pass around the other side. So there you go, there's the beginning of your spinal waves. This drill is extremely powerful and has many applications. So dive down deep into it, start to notice what's going on deep inside your body, and in time, with practice, providing you don't force it, just give your body enough stimulus to learn and then let it relax. In time, your body will start to open up and you'll notice you start to develop more freedom along the spine and more connection from the spine to the rest of the body. So stay tuned in the next video where we'll take your spinal waves to the next step and apply it to standing and squatting patterns.